Hello, my name is Jennifer Garcia Lantigua, and I hope you feel well. Today I will talk about a drawing interpretation that I made of two drawings that my little students created for me. It is important to note that it was free and I did not guide them in the process. As we know, drawing is a channel of emotions that children use in their growth. Taking into consideration the age of the child, so will be the strokes and the artist's perception of a drawing. We can call them picture A and picture B. For example, picture A was created by a 4-year-old girl in a perfect cycle and mental condition. But in the other hand, the picture B was created by a 4-year-old boy, but he's waiting for a psychological diagnosis. Evolutionary psychology approach shows us the feelings, behaviors, and thoughts that can reflect the art or painting. Charles Darwin is considered the first psychologist to use this term to explain the type of communication that humans can have with each other or even animals. And in 1873, he argued that humans' emotional expressions likely involve in the same way as physical feature. This method honors the famous secular phrase, "They say a look is worth 1,000 words." Our body and our creations can say more than our own words. For example, here in the picture A, we can appreciate the emotions, happiness, and fullness of characters, being this characteristic emotion in the painter's drawing. In the psychological projective approach, we can verify and check if the health of an individual is clinically correct. For these different tests are carried out to provide us with a viable results to determine any existing psychological conditions. The book, Interpreting Projective Drawings by Marvin Leibowitz, is a gem to determine these conditions, simplifying each one with illustrations of everyday life that we could see. For example, here in picture B, denotes that something is not right, do not quite fit into the worldview of human reality, thus leaving the viewer shocked and with many ambiguous questions. Here, these drawings are in the pre-schematic stage corresponding to the age 4, 5, and 6 years old, with their main characteristics are drawing by additions, constant evolution of the human figure, using colors obviously, and children do to have a conscious prior plan as to how a finished work will be. These characteristics can be seen in picture A and picture B. And for example, here my conclusions about those pictures are, for example, in picture A, we can perceive the addition of objects that have nothing to do with the image of a person, such as a heart and insect. The human figure is still in constant evolution, since instead of limbs, they only have lines and no hands, no feet. The upper body is not well structured, but is a geometrical figure of the triangle. The use of color is also subjective, taking into consideration the reality of the moment of painting one of the faces of a real skin color. The end of the drawing was not taken into consideration, since in the mind of the girl, according to what was explaining, those dolls were in the park, but it is not represented in the drawing. In the other hand, in picture B, the process of the addition and the evolution of the human figure is observed without being complete, missing the mouth and the legs next to the feet. Only the head can be visualized, only with the circles of the eyes without completions, the ears in different dimensions, and the upper body not well proportionate, integrating the necklace and the arms. The use of the color is completely subjective and used as a rainbow as the artist expressed it. The use of color is completely subjective and used as a rainbow as expressed by the artist and present a general trauma and impulsivity as his drawing has no feet and the proportion of the body parts are extremely large. Some of them covering the entire page. So I asked some questions to my kids, and for example, number one, what can you tell me about your picture? And number two, how did you get the idea for this picture? And number three, what do you like about your picture? I did that because I was wonder and I wanted to understand the draws. So in my opinion, every line, stroke, or drawing is a new opportunity to get to know the children and what they can tell me and what they express in different ways. And I encourage them to be creative and receive stimulation from their environment. So I hope you enjoy this presentation and goodbye.